that we, you can say, did from the beginning. Okay. So what is a dictionary? Everyone knows very well, but if you are not aware of the fact, dictionary is a data type in Python. It is a data type in Python which holds data in the form of a key value pair. Okay. Now, already that day we had some discussion regarding dictionary, but no problem. We will do it once again. ड्रॉअर खोलो मेरा नीचे ब्लू कलर का छोटा सा पैकेट हो. Okay, sorry for the same. In Saturday's live class, we already, you can say, discussed about how do we create a dictionary. Once again, we will see the same. Suppose my name of the dictionary is M. Name of the dictionary is M. Simply we can create, suppose I have chosen that one is the key value. I can, you can say, take anyone's name. Fine. This is one. This is entirely one element of dictionary. One is the key. Rohit is its value. Okay. Similarly, we can have other entries like that. Key, and it has to be always followed with the value. Fine. And one more entry. Let me keep. Hmm. Okay, whatever I am able to see. So this is a very small dictionary which has three elements. Okay, three elements are there. Acha, one question that I want to ask, I think I spoke about that in the last Saturday's live class. If I type m of 0, okay, suppose if I type here m of 0, will anything come? If I type m of 0, that no, okay, the only reason why nothing will come, that dictionary does not support the scheme of indexing. Okay, that day in Saturday's live class I gave you lot of points regarding dictionary. Some of the points I am just revising once again. See, dictionary in Python is a data type which holds the data in the form of key value pair. This is key, this is its subsequent value. The important point about the dictionary is, unlike tuple, list and string, there is no support of indexing. Okay, like we used to do in tuple list, that we had forward indexing, we had backward indexing. Dictionary does not have any use or any support of indexing. It is working only based on keys. Okay, now suppose I want to print Pankaj's name. So what shall I, you can say, use? I shall use m of 3. I shall be using m of 3, and on using m of 3, it is not working as per the scheme of indexing. It is not working as per the scheme of indexing. It is working on the base of keys. It is working on the basis of keys. Now, key number 3 is there in the, you can say, dictionary, and that is the reason when I execute this, you will see, one moment. One moment, maybe something is happening. Okay. Okay, so that is the reason, if you are seeing that when I am executing this, Pankaj is printed, and why Pankaj is printed? It is not printed on the basis of just indexing, it is printed on the basis of keys. Okay, so please remember this very important point regarding dictionary, that it is in no support of indexing. No method of indexing will be supported in dictionary. Only we can, you can say, print the elements of dictionary based on its keys. Fine. Okay. Already we had a discussion that suppose I write m of 4. Do we have a key with m of 4? No. And if I execute this, you will say that we are getting an error because the key with 4 is not present in the dictionary. Correct? Fine. The next point, these are all revision of the previous Saturday's class. Okay. The next point which I discussed about dictionary, that it is mutable. It is mutable. It will give error. Yes, there I will just exercise it, that for 0 it will give error, because I again repeat, it is not following any method of indexing. Okay. So if I am doing 0, there is no key with the zero present in the dictionary. So as you are seeing, it will give you the same error as in the case of 4. Okay. It is mutable, but one very important point, keys cannot be changed, only values can be changed. Okay, keys in a dictionary cannot be changed, only the values can be changed. Let us exercise the, you can say, thing of that. Suppose I want to change Pankaj to Karan. For example, I want to change the value of key 3, which is now Pankaj, to Karan. So what shall I do? I will do a very simplest thing. Let us print the dictionary first of all. Okay, very simple. Try to understand. Acha, Karan ka naam liya and Karan is there in the lobby. Okay. Suppose I want to change the value of Pankaj to Karan. So what I shall do? The syntax is very simple. Syntax is very simple. How to change things? Dictionary name of key equal to its value. Dictionary name of key equal to its value. So I here plan to change Pankaj to Karan. So what shall I do? Dictionary name of key. What is the key? 3. And what is the new value? New value of this will be Karan. So just here I will write Karan. Okay, fine. Acha. One question that I would like to ask to you, that I am writing this Python program, correct? Many times you observe that whenever we are writing Python program, things are coming in color. Things are coming in color. Do you remember? Now, can anyone tell me any reason why here no colors are there? Anyone? This is a Viva question. This is a practical exam Viva question. So I want to
Because
know. Yes, please.
it's saved already.
So it's saved. So then what is the issue? Chalo na, I will open a file which is saved. Chalo. Yeah, this is a file that is saved. This is a file from 12th standard that is saved and it is coming in colors. So don't be in a wrong assumption that once we are, no, I am asking about this. I am asking about this. I am asking. Suppose I open one file from 12th standard. This is saved. SQL is saved. And you can see that everything and every statement is recognized by Python, and that is why it is coming in colors, as you can see. I want to know that even though I have saved this file, why there are no any support of any colors? Anyone can tell me? It is already executed. Sorry, very sorry. Okay, very sorry. It is not executed. No, no. Yes, it is a very simple logic. Very simple logic. Okay, no problem. See, the difference is, what is the name of the file? DFGD. Okay. And what is the name of this file? SQL.py. Now, I already gave you hint. Anyone can speak? I already gave you hint. This file name, yes, exactly. This file name is only some random name. I have not added .py. I have not added .py. So because I have not added .py, although this will work correctly, but Python will not be able to recognize the functions and methods. Okay, suppose I open any other program where py is there. Suppose this is, I think this is your program only, looks tuple. See, this is tuples program and it is saved and it has been executed, as some of you were telling. See, and again it is you can say recognizing all functions and other things with colors. The only reason is here we have saved the file properly with the extension .py. Okay, make sure this small thing is remembered, may be a part of your viva in the practical exam. And those who have joined just now, I just want to give you a small you can say relook about what I spoke at the beginning. Your timings of the live class has been preponed from 8:30 to 8:15. Every class has been preponed by 15 minutes, so join that way accordingly. Second thing, government is very close to plan the reopening of 9th and 11th also. And in the month of February, under any circumstances, there will be exams held in the school, maybe with reduced syllabus and other things. I am not very much concerned about other subjects. I am concerned about my subject. My subject, one tiny small chapter is left, which I will complete in the next week. And then whatever timing is we are getting in our hands, we will be going for revision of the contents. And it will be definitely an offline exam, not an online one. Okay, fine. So please start, you can say, recollecting your notes and everything and start going through the things. Fine. Now coming back to this, I was trying to make this dictionary mutable, and I wanted to change the value of this key 3, which is currently Pankaj, to Karan, and I was able to do that. And I again repeat, this is not any index, this is the value of the key. And suppose I print this dictionary, you will be seeing that instead of Pankaj, we are changing the name to Karan. Fine. So this was all revision of what we discussed in Saturday's class. Okay, new things I have not started till now, but just I want to put some light once again. What is dictionary? Dictionary is a data type in Python which is using which methodology to store? It is using methodology of key value pair. Correct? There is no support of indexing in dictionary. There is no support of indexing in dictionary, means unlike we were doing for this string, tuple and list, where everything was possible with indexing. There is no such mechanism like here. Everything and every access will be based on keys only. Okay, there is no use of index or something. Acha, can anyone unmute and tell me, just for a revision, that is not any, you can say, test or something, out of the 4 data types that we studied, that is list, tuple, dictionary and string, which are mutable and which are immutable? I just want to have a revision. Anyone can unmute and tell me. Yes, Ayushi.
List and dictionary are mutable, whereas string and tuple are immutable.
Very good. Okay. So I hope this is sufficient for others also to listen, that mutable and immutable, what is first of all the difference between them? By method of indexing or by any method, if we are able to change original contents, then that data type will be called mutable. By any method, if we are not able to change original contents, that will be called, you can say, immutable. Okay, and we had already covered all the 4 data types which is available in 11th standard and even in 12th standard. 12th standard में भी आपको यही data type से work करना है. There is no other new data type which you will face in 12th standard. So let us be more clear. List and dictionary is mutable. String and tuple is immutable. Okay, fine. One more small question. Which is the method by which we can make tuple immutable? Mutable, sorry. Which is the method by which we can make tuple mutable? Yes, Karan? Yes, anyone? Yes, the method's name is unpacking and packing. You make sure, no, typecasting is also okay, but which is the official? Typecasting to हमारा वाला method था. So official method is unpacking and packing. Okay, just a small revision of what we discussed in this classes. Okay, so this was all about the revision of dictionary that we did in the previous class. Okay, I hope there is no doubt regarding this. Today I am in this live class only. I will be completing this dictionary topic altogether. This is the method by which dictionary can be created manually. We are printing the dictionary, and as I told you that we can, you can say, change elements of dictionary, and specifically we will be able to change only the values of the dictionary. There won't be any changes with the keys. Correct. So how to make this dictionary mutable? Dictionary name of key equal to its new value. In this way we can change contents of dictionary. Correct. Now coming to the next point and the new point for today, is it possible to insert value in a dictionary later on? Later on means after dictionary has been created. Is it possible? Let us see, and I am using our old and faithful method. Okay, I will ask the user, let me remove maybe remove all this. Okay, this is our original dictionary and my dictionary has 3 values. Okay, 3 values with keys and values. Okay, now is it possible to insert new elements into the dictionary? Yes, it is possible. So inserting new elements, it is okay. We can also keep the dictionary blank. Okay, we can keep the dictionary blank, but that this method can only be followed. This is which method? This is that method which I am talking about, that we will ask the user how many elements do you want in the tuple or list, and once the user is saying that 5 elements, my program is asking for input 5 times, and that way we are going to take the input. So same thing is possible in dictionary. Chalo, let us do this thing for you. Let us make the dictionary blank. Okay, there is no issue in that. So just see what we are going to do. First thing is simplistic. I will ask the user that how many elements would he or she want. Let us say enter number of elements. enter number of elements, and things are already known to you. For I in range 0 comma n, there is no problem in that. The new thing comes here, okay. And just to revise up the previous contents, when we were dealing about list, we used to make use of this append method. When we were dealing with tuple, either we made use of this tuple name equal to tuple plus element comma, or maybe we converted to list. Okay, now tell me one thing, here inside the loop, how many inputs do we require to take? Just think, डिक्शनरी में क्या होगा? डिक्शनरी में एक होगा की, दूसरा होगा वैल्यू. So how many inputs do we require to take? We will be required to take 2 inputs. Let one of the inputs be k. Let us say enter key, correct? Second input can be v. I hope you are understanding that why I am taking multiple inputs here, because one of the inputs has to be a key, and obviously because dictionary is a data type where we are supporting key value pair, another input has to be a value. Clear with this? I hope there is no issue about this. Now how to insert? Simple method that we followed, dictionary name of key equal to value. Simple method that I think did when we were making this thing as mutable. Same thing, insert के लिए भी वही चीज है, change करने के लिए वही चीज है. What is the case? Dictionary name of key equal to value. Dictionary name of key equal to value. Fine. I hope you are able to get the same. Dictionary name of key equal to value. Fine. And once our job is done, I will be printing M. Once our job is done, I will be printing M, and I am very hopeful that this thing will work very well. Enter number of elements. Suppose I want 4 elements for now. Enter key. Suppose my key. Achha, one more thing. Very sorry. That is maybe my mistake only. Now, first you have to make the choice whether I want my key to be integer, whether I want my value to be integer. That you make your choice. In this program, I want my key to be integer and I want my value to be a string. I want my key to be an integer and I want my value to be a string. So that is why I'm using this value as raw input. It is your personal opinion, and I already discussed in Saturday's live class that dictionary is very much flexible. चाहिए तो दोनों की इंटीजर में होगा, चाहिए तो दोनों की और वैल्यू स्ट्रिंग में हो सकता है. ऑन रिक्वायरमेंट वन ऑफ देम कैन बी इंटीजर, अनदर कैन बी कैरेक्टर, वन ऑफ देम कैन बी कैरेक्टर, अनदर कैन बी इंटीजर. सो दैट इज योर पर्सनल चॉइस. आई एम डिसाइडिंग दैट इन दिस प्रोग्राम one of the keys or you can say the key has to be in integer and the value has to be in string. Okay, so we are going that way. Let us say how many elements we want. 5. Enter key 1, let us say ABC, 2 XYZ, 3 MNO, 4 PQR, and 5 JKL. Okay, and as you are able to see, once I entered all the 5 elements, okay, we are able to execute the dictionary and the dictionary is displayed in the most proper order. Okay students, so please make sure that this thing is either noted by you or screenshotted now and noted by you later on, because this will be a very useful piece of code in the future programs that will be there on dictionary. Okay, this is how do we insert elements into a dictionary. Exactly all the lines are same except this line. Exactly, except these 3 lines. Chalo, because in generally when we used to do the same method for maybe list or tuple, we used to take a single input, which is I think understandable by all of you. And here, because in dictionary we are dealing with multiple keys and values, it is quite obvious that we need to take use or we need to take 2 inputs so that we are able to properly enter values and keys into dictionary. And what is the method? This same method will be followed everywhere. When I mean about everywhere, the same method will be followed when we want to change contents of a dictionary. The same method will be followed when we want to insert values into a dictionary. So please make sure this small line is remembered. Dictionary name of key equal to value. Here we are inserting new values, so new key is there from the user and new value is also there. And as we saw a few moments back, when I want to, you can say, change any value, there also the same method we will use, dictionary name of the key that you want to change with the new value. So this is the method by which we are able to insert our elements into a dictionary as per number of elements which is specified by the user. Correct? The last method and the last topic of this chapter of dictionary is two small functions. Okay, there may be other functions in dictionary, but as I am telling you, I will be only going through those points which are important for you for 11th standard and 12th standards perspective. Extra points I will be eliminating, which is not going to be very useful for your case. There are only two functions of dictionary. One of them is keys, another one is values. Okay, now what will this do? I will just first of all show it to you programmatically so that you don't have any issue regarding the same. I hope you are very clear with this piece of code. There is no need to be, you can say, skeptical about that. There is some issue with this. Functions are keys and values. So let us say that print, let us say keys are, I will just print dictionary name of keys, dictionary name dot keys, very sorry, and print values are dictionary name dot values. Okay, and I am hopeful that this will work, and then you will self realize what is the use of the same. Okay, let us say I want to insert 4 elements. One, let us take some alphabets. 2, 3, 4. Okay, as you can see, please see to it very carefully. This is our dictionary, correct? Dictionary name dot keys will give us only the keys of the dictionary, and as you can see, which is this format? Which is this format? What is this format which is displaying? Anyone? It is displaying the keys in which format? It is displaying the keys in the form of a list. Okay, as you are all able to see. Similarly, dictionary name dot values, which I think I have used here. See, I think I have used here. Dictionary name dot values will give us all the values of a dictionary, you can say, in the form of a list. I hope this is very much clear to all of you. Nothing difficult to understand. There are only two functions majorly in dictionary which will be useful for you. That is dictionary name dot keys and dictionary name dot values. Dictionary name dot keys will give us all the, you can say, keys present in a dictionary, obviously in the form of a list. Dictionary name dot values will give us all the values present in a dictionary, again in the form of a list. Fine. So let me write the small theory that it will return means give, return all keys of a dictionary in form of a list. I think this is pretty clear to all of us. And similarly, dictionary name dot values will return all values of a dictionary, again in the form of a list. Okay, I hope these two small things which I discussed in today's class is crystal clear to all of you. First of it, how do we insert multiple elements of dictionary from the user? See, every time whenever I teach any new chapter or any new data type, I first of all explain to you how to insert the things directly. Then I go to the real fact that when we are doing program, obviously we will be taking values from the user. So in case of dictionary, this is the thing that we will be needed to be more concerned, that how to take values of dictionary and how to take number of elements of dictionary and how to insert that values into the dictionary one by one. Okay, and two small functions, dictionary name of keys and dictionary name of values. Fine. Anyone who would like to take screenshot or something can do it. Then we will discuss some extra points regarding dictionary which will be useful for you in the coming cases and coming exams. Okay, fine. Let us go ahead. Now everyone is clear regarding creating dictionary. Everyone is clear regarding how to insert values into dictionary one by one. Okay, I am writing one case on the screen. Just let me know what will happen. Just let me know what will happen. Suppose I have a dictionary and it is storing data of 1, let us say A, 2, let us say B, and let us say 3 of C, correct? Now for your reference, I will just make sure that same code is copied. Dictionary name is D here, okay? I will make sure the same code is copied, and I am removing the comments and everything. Let this be okay, let this be okay. Dictionary name of key is equal to values, okay, and print D. Now please let me know what will happen if I do this. Okay, please make sure that this is your dictionary, okay, and in the same dictionary only I will be adding up elements. Fine. Now first thing, suppose I want two elements, okay. Suppose my key is 4, my value is u. Suppose my key is 8, my value is w. Achha, now a very simple question, but still I want to ask to you. When I press enter, where will these two elements be entered? At the beginning or at the last? What is your take on this? When I press enter, where these two elements will be, you can say, inserted into a dictionary, at the beginning or at the last? What is your take on this? Yes, anyone? These two elements, ये कहाँ पे insert होगा? Starting में insert होगा or will it be inserted at the back? What is your take on this? What is your thought process on this?
Last.
Okay, ठीक है, देखते हैं. So what happened? Please see. I knew that this is going to happen. What happened? Just see if you can find any pattern or anything related to this. Something is inserted at the beginning and some other thing is inserted at the last. That is what I wanted to tell, that dictionary is sometimes when we are inserting elements in this way, it is sometimes illogical. It will use some ASCII codes and other thing and it will randomly insert values anywhere. But it should not affect us because the only reason is we are not going to follow any method of indexing. अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे, one of the element was 4 comma u and 4 comma u itself got inserted at the last. Okay, another of the element is 8 comma w, and as you are able to see, 8 comma w got inserted at the beginning. This is Python's internal process. We should know that we cannot guarantee which elements will be inserted where. This is Python's internal process. We should not be worried because at the end of the day, we are not going to follow the method of indexing. Suppose this is not zeroth index, this will be accessed every time with the key of 8 only. Fine. So this is one thing that I wanted to discuss. Dictionary, when we are inserting elements, in case a dictionary is already created, okay, it will self arrange the elements. Now if in case, just we did few moments back, if the dictionary is empty, if in case the dictionary is empty, then it will be mostly in a proper order. But if also that case it shuffles the elements here and there, we should not be worried that much because finally we are going to access the elements of dictionary only by keys, not by any method of indexing or something like that. Okay, let us say one more case. Please make sure the 3 elements are there. Okay, number of elements, I want 3. First key 1, I want something like this. Second key 2, I want something like this. Third key 3, I want something like this. Tell me what will happen. Anyone can unmute and speak. And before you tell me what will happen, please have a reference on this. I am trying to repeat the same key again. 1, 2 and 3 is already there and I am trying to again trying to insert 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so what will happen? What will happen? Anyone can suppose up. Yes, you are right, those who are typing to me in chat. Let us see what happened. The original elements got overwritten or replaced by the new elements. So what do we infer from this? Inside a dictionary, the same key will never be repeated. Okay, why I did this? Please see, initially when I created the dictionary, we had 3 elements, 1, 2 and 3, which was followed by the values a, b and c. Okay, and intentionally I tried to insert those 3 keys once again. Intentionally I tried to insert those 3 keys only once again, that is 1, 2 and 3. We wanted to check whether again 1, 2 and 3 will come. So our answer and my answer was no, that 1 is already there with the value of a. So what is technically happening when I am again creating this value and I am trying to insert one more element with the key 1, this 1 will be replaced, this value of 1 will be replaced by y, and similarly the same thing happens for this. So what do we infer from this point? That inside a dictionary no key will be repeated. Inside a dictionary no key will be repeated. A key is unique inside a dictionary. Key will not be repeated, although we will be able to repeat values. Although we will be able to repeat values, that I can also demonstrate here. Suppose I want 3 elements, now I want 4. Now I want 4's value to be A, I want 5's value to be B, I want 6's value to be C. As you are able to see, values can be repeated. There is no problem in that. Values can be repeated. There is no problem in that. But a dictionary is very specific regarding keys. We will not be able to repeat the keys, and that is what we saw in the previous program, that when we are trying to insert elements of the keys which are already present in the dictionary, we are not able to insert those elements. In spite of that, the old elements are replaced with the new values. Okay, so these were I think, students, all the points which we wanted to be concerned regarding dictionary. We spent most of the time of this chapter on tuples, because that was an important point. Dictionary, it is a very small point, and I have in these 2 live classes discussed all the points that is pertaining to regarding dictionary. Okay, please make sure that although in this Saturday's assignment I will be giving you programs which will be completely covering all these aspects, but please make sure that you are going through this well. Okay, now in the last 5 minutes which is left, I want to discuss certain points. See, it is quite definite that on the basis of what 10th and 12th standard has been opened, 11th and 9th also will open. We are just waiting for the dates. And it is again quite definite that exams will be held. I am not very sure, but maybe practical exams will also be held. So I don't want to give any decisive decision that this will be held and that will be held, but I want us to be ready regarding the things. I want us to be ready regarding the things. कि चलो ऐसा हो गया कि February month exam and practical exam is also you can say conducted. So we need to be ready for that from this point of view only. Okay. So practically, I feel 4 things are again important: string, list, tuple, and dictionary. And in 11th standard, when you face any practical exam, it is guaranteed that one menu driven program will come. It is quite guaranteed that one menu driven program will come. So point of view is you should have command on how to design a menu. Okay, you should have command on how to access various items in a menu, and for that mark my words, for that only if you read the program and come here, it will not be fruitful. You have to personally practice that program once, then only you will feel कि yes, यहाँ पे मेरी गलती हो रही है कि यहाँ से यहाँ पे और ये point पे I am not able to get, so that those things can be always rectified when time is there. Okay. And second program can be something, obviously all the programs will be based on whatever things I have given in the assignments. At least this year I don't want to experiment with new programs with you in the practical exam. All the programs will be definitely based on whatever questions are given in the assignment. Okay, so please make sure all the questions, all the solutions are prepared, and that is the only reason I am especially dedicating every week 2-3 videos or 4 videos based on the solution of the previous week's assignment, so that even if you are not there in the live class for some XYZ reason, it should not be the case that anyone is missing out on solution of any program. So it is okay if still you are not having the solutions of most of the programs that were given in practical. All the programs, or at least 70 or 75% of the program solution is already there in the YouTube module. You need to go through that. Correct? There is one more aspect in practical exam which we call Viva. Okay, and obviously Viva is of 5 marks, and same pattern is there in 12th standard. Now what is asked in Viva? This kind of small questions only will be asked in Viva. जैसे कि अभी मैंने बोला कि suppose a dictionary, just like this, suppose a dictionary is having 3 elements. What will happen if I try to insert the same elements with the same keys once again? Okay, so then that case you should be able to answer that yes, this will be working, but what will be the case that if we try to insert the same elements with the same keys, the values of the older keys will be getting replaced. Okay, and second thing regarding Viva, this mutability immutability concept, which are mutables, which are immutable, those are again having a, you can say, special place or mention in some Viva questions. And basically basically all the things that we have studied, anything can be asked in Viva. Okay. Acha, second thing, this Saturday, I will be giving you roll number wise projects in Python, because I also have to give you internal marks, and मैं सिर्फ मुंह देख के या नाम देख के तो internal marks देने के position में नहीं हूँ. So this Saturday in the live class, please be present. I will be assigning you the project topics. It will be different for all of you. Okay, and it will be based on I told you now, the day I complete this tuples and dictionary chapter, I will be definitely assigning you project. It will not be a very huge